We're 2.5 hours into trading on Monday, November 22nd. Hello, traders. Let's take a look at last Friday's pick. Let's take a look at the market. Pretty weak price action in here. Took out the low of the day, long red candles. So we've got a bit of a reversal. This is going to be a very light volume week. Let's start off with Amazon. Every video that I do, I like to start out with my prior pick. I'm not showing you P&Ls. There's nothing photoshopped here. I'm showing you the trade that I highlighted the previous day, and we're taking a look at how it performed. Then we do our market analysis. Then I go through my searches, and I set you up with a new pick. That way you can get a feel for how successful this systematic trading approach is. So, Amazon, Friday. Amazon opens higher. Nice. I do not advocate chasing gaps higher, especially when the market is making a new all-time high. Those moves are typically faded. You have to wait for those dips. You have to wait for that pullback, confirm relative strength, then you've got an opportunity. So you get this big rally, but you see that there is a very long bearish engulfing candle that takes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. That is not a good sign. So stock continues to grind higher. You could have gotten long in here, upward sloping trend line. You've got to stop out somewhere in here once that upward sloping trend line is violated. And when, most importantly, you lose your relative strength. Right here, 1 OSI indicator less than 0 tells you the stock is weak relative to the market. And we've seen that long red candle here off of the high of the day. Big warning sign. Double top, triple top. Okay, can't get through. Time to pull back a little bit. You can see Amazon is fairly weak again today. So not a great pick. I'm going to try and follow up with something better today. But let's start with the market. Take a look at that daily chart, and I talk about context, context, context. You've heard me talk about this a lot. You have to put the current market move into context, see how it fits in a longer term picture. So we've got SPY breaking out to a new all-time high, but look at the red candles that we have in here. What do red candles tell us on the chart? It tells us that the opening price is higher than the closing price. And it's easy to look at a chart, but you're not really taking into account what exactly that bar represents. Well, if I have a close that's lower than the open, that tells me that I don't have to chase because there are lots of opportunities to buy. The market has been coming in. We're not seeing long green candles. That would signify that the market is closing above the opening price. So when you get a big market drop like this, you can expect, hey, we're through this downward sloping trend line. We're through some major moving averages. Now I can expect long green candles, bullish trend days, and some follow through. That is not what we're seeing here. We're seeing tiny little compressed candles. That tells me that the intraday range is very tight. Tells me that buyers and sellers are in equilibrium. You can see here how the market gapped higher. I told all my members this morning, I don't care that we're going to make a new high. I don't care that we're gapping up. I'm going to wait for the first drop, and then I'll be able to evaluate stocks with relative strength and make a decision if I want to enter or not. Go into the 5-minute chart. The other thing that puts today's price action into context is Thanksgiving. That is a major holiday because it bisects the week. So we take Thursday off. Well, Friday is Black Friday. The market usually doesn't do much of anything because the bond market is closed for the day and the stock market's only open for half the day. So not a lot of action on Friday. Okay, now we've already taken 2 days out of the equation. Well, Wednesday before the holiday tends to be slow, even Tuesday. These are going to be very light volume days. And what we know about light volume days is that when you get a decent move like this, you could come in and you could say, hey, look at this. This is awesome. Pete told me that when I see stacked green candles with little overlap, I should just buy. Don't worry about anything, just buy. Well, that's true, but there is a caveat to that. You must have heavy volume. We did not have heavy volume today. So those gains, boom, 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 easily stripped away. So you got to be very careful trading this week. Probably even Monday of next week will be a holiday hangover. So low volume conditions near the all-time high. Yes, the market's going to have a tendency to try and float higher into year end, but the gains are going to be very hard fought. You can expect two-sided action. So you can see here, we've got a bullish 1OP cross right in here with a compression, but on that cross, the market was not able to lift off. Let me put the cross here up because this is a very important point. There's your bearish cross. We know that 1OP is early. Bearish cross right here. Didn't get a bearish cross here, here, or here like most indicators because this is predictive. So we get a compression here, compress, compress, and then we get a breakdown. We're on a bearish signal, excellent entry point. Okay, well now we have a bullish cross right here. 1OP below zero, red line above blue. Okay, we should be seeing some liftoff. Typically, whatever 1OP is doing, the market is going to do. So you've got a bullish cross right in here. We should have seen, oh, this is probably a bearish flag formation. I mean, that's what your mindset would be. I should start seeing some nice green candles. When you don't see that and you see a compression and 1OP is rallying, that is bearish. That is what we call a bearish divergence. So right now, I can't get bullish and I won't take any long picks until I see a nice drop and a bullish 1OP cross with the market being able to hold this low. That's a bullish hammer. Tried to get a little follow through here, not getting a lot of traction, but there are some tails here. You can see how the gap, that was the close from Friday, the gap almost got filled right here. Pretty close. We may have a little bit more downside, fill it in, and then the market will probably chop back and forth. So I am going to be looking for bullish trades because the market is still in an uptrend. We are in a very bullish environment heading into year end. This dip is going to give us an opportunity. Now, the stocks that I'm looking for are going to be good for day trades. Keep it small. I can't emphasize that enough because this is a low probability, low volume market. The only news this week that's really going to be driving the market potentially is the FOMC minutes, and they are released Wednesday afternoon. Not to be confused with the FOMC statement. These are the minutes, and they allow us to see how the Fed officials weighed in during the last FOMC statement. So this news to a large degree is baked in, but in a market that's searching for any kind of news to trade off of, when there is no news, it'll latch on to that. So we'll see what type of action it might bring about Wednesday afternoon, but there's really not a lot of news between now and then. So right now we're going to keep an eye on the S&P 500 5-minute chart. We're going to take a look for stocks that have relative strength. Market, ka-chunk, 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 down, down, down. What am I looking for? I want to see stocks that have held their own, maybe even ticked higher on selling, market selling like that. Those stocks should be giving up gains readily. When they are not, that is the tell, and that tells me that the stock is going to move higher. Car held in there quite well until the last few bars. So yes, that one looks pretty decent. There is a strong stock, BNTX. Put up the daily chart. Yeah, baby. That's a great pick right there through the 100-day moving average, holding all of those gains when the market's selling off. This stock wants to go higher. I can almost guarantee you that when you turn your screen on, if you watch this video after the market closes today, go back and take a look where the stock was 2.5 hours after the open and where the stock finished. This is very strong, organized price movement. When the market does find support, when 1OP comes down and gives us that bullish cross, support, the low of the day is held, start seeing some long green candles stacked in here. BNTX is the type of stock that I will be buying. DE. Look at that. Very nice here, but you can see weakness the prior day. I'm not going to be crazy about it. Don't even have to bring up the daily chart. Nah, chopping back and forth. No, thank you. mRNA. Okay, let's take a look at that. Earnings before the open, stock sells off, forms a base over the course of 2 weeks. Okay, didn't really participate in the market rally. Got this nice cross here Friday above the 200-day moving average. Got a little gap that's being filled in here right now. Take a look at the 5-minute chart. Yes, mRNA. Now, I'm only going to be doing this for day trades today because I don't know what's going to happen overnight. It's going to be a low volume week, but I will tell you, mRNA is a stock that heads higher today. That is your stock pick of the day for day trades. If the stock finishes super strong, can I hold it overnight? Take most of your gains, hold a little bit of it overnight. That would be my suggestion to you. We should have a bullish backdrop for the market. So don't hold a lot of the position overnight, though, because it's not the type of chart that I would typically like. I want a stock that's breaking out. I want a stock that's through resistance. I want a stock that's through this high right here. That's what I'm really looking for. That would be the best type of pick. Continue to go down the list. GS, that's nice, above that 100-day. I'm looking for that gangbuster stock that is just blowing through all resistance, and I'm not seeing it right now, but there was a stock that I was looking at this morning that looked really good. I'm just flipping through these search results to see what pops out at me. Not bad there, starting to get up to that high. UNP, that is a great looking chart right there. You've got a compression here on a daily chart. You have a big breakout to the upside, making a new high. Look at that relative strength. Market down, down, down. Stock pushing up, making a new high for the day. This is exactly what we want to see. I just changed my pick of the day to UNP because I believe you can hold this stock today and I believe you can hold it overnight as well. I like UNP. That's how we do it. We'll take a look at a couple of other stocks. Caterpillar, a little choppy. Lilly, pull back the previous day. UNP is your pick of the day. mRNA also looks excellent. I believe this stock is going to continue to float higher. But again, 2.5 hours in, let's make sure that the support holds. If we can get through the halfway point of this long red candle, that's also almost the open from today. Also, that is the prior day's high, 471. If we can get through 471 right now on this pass, I think you can start getting long. Otherwise, wait for a double bottom, higher low, maybe even fill in this gap a little bit. I don't know that we'll get down there because of seasonal strength. Right now, I'm going to start buying some stocks in here because I'm expecting the market to hold in there pretty well and to float higher through the course of the week. Thanks so much for watching. If you like the comments, please if you like the video, please post your comments at the bottom of the video. I will answer any and all of your questions. Good luck with your trading. Keep it small this week. Very light volume. Good luck. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.